Hi everyone, welcome to Tire Talk with Florida to Manila, decoding the mysteries of tire markings. Hope everyone's having a great day so far. If this is your first time with our channel here at Florida to Manila, welcome. We're glad you chose to spend some time with us today. This video is going to be part of our Automotive Insights portion of the channel. These videos will be simple and straightforward tips and tricks on maintaining and living with our 2014 Mazda 6. I did a previous video on when our Mazda 6 would not start one morning, and I had to replace the mass airflow sensor, and I will link that in the description below and have a card up there as well. In this particular video, we're going to discuss 3 different things about tires and how to make sure you know enough to have discussions at the tire shop intelligently about tires. Tip number 1, we're going to talk about tire sizing and decoding all of the markings on the tires. Tip number 2 is going to be about treadwear, temperature, and traction numbers. So tip number 3, we're going to be talking about pressure and a little known fact about car manufacturer labels and what they have to do with tires. So let's get started. Time for some tire talk. I feel that tires are the most undervalued and rated part of the car for most people, especially when it comes to performance. Most people go in to buy a new car and don't think about tires again until something happens. Talking of things happening, the main reason for this video is based on mine and Jake's love of Formula One. Here at Florida to Manila, we follow the races and drivers at the top of their game when we can, as often as we can. We love attending the Canadian Grand Prix in Montreal as well. That being said, last weekend was the 2020 British Grand Prix in Silverstone, England, which was round 4 of the World Championship. If you don't watch Formula One, you need to know that Lewis Hamilton during that race had a tire failure on the very last lap while he was in the lead of the race. He did manage to make it to the finish line and win with 6 seconds to spare, but it was a nail biter for sure. Valtteri Bottas and Carlos Sainz also had front tire failures, which got me asking Jake some questions about tires. Now, to be fair, Formula One is punishing these tires to an extent that one would not do in their road car. We are getting to a point where our summer tires need to be replaced because our Mazda 6 has 70,000 kilometers or 43,500 miles on the clock right now and is running on the original 2014 summer tires. We do use winter tires on separate rims during the harsh winters here in Canada, so our tires did last a little bit longer than normal. The fact there are only 4 things that your car has that connects it to the physical road is something most people overlook. Every one of your safety systems on your car is designed with your suspension, tires, and everything all working together as a complete system. The tire contact patch is crucial to overall car performance and safety. With modern cars, the manufacturers work closely with tire manufacturers to select the correct tire build for the car. This works with the suspension on the car, and it is critical to keep the whole system working together for ultimate safety and performance. The first thing you'll notice when you start looking for tires, there are so many markings and numbers on the tires. It's like some type of hieroglyphics. What do they all mean? P255/45R1992W are the markings that happen to be on our tires. Here's a breakdown of what those numbers actually mean. The 3-digit number means the nominal section width of the tire in millimeters. So basically the widest point from both outer edges of the tire. The tire surface that touches the road is a little bit narrower than that, but it's still called the tread width. There's a 2 or 3-digit number after that. That is the aspect ratio of the sidewall height as a percentage of the nominal section width of the tire. Then an optional letter indicating the speed rating of the tire. Then an optional letter indicating construction of the fabric carcass of the tire as well. B, it means it's bias belt, where the sidewalls are the same material as the tread. D, which is a diagonal. R, which are radial, which are most tires that you'll have here now. And if it doesn't have any letter at all, it is a cross-ply tire. Last but not least, there's a 1 or 2 digit number which indicates the size of the wheel in inches that the tire is designed to fit. So, our first tip on sizing. Let's break down the numbers off of our 2014 Mazda 6 based on what we just learned. We have a P255 45 R19 92W tire. P stands for passenger vehicle. That's pretty straightforward. The 225 is the nominal width of the tire, which is 225 millimeters at its widest point. Then you have the 45, which indicates the height of the sidewall as a percentage of the width of the tire, which is 45%. So in this case, our sidewall is 101 millimeters. R, this is a radial tire. 19, this is a tire that fits a 19-inch or 482 millimeter wheel. 92 is the load index of this particular tire, which indicates a maximum of 630 kilograms, 1,390 pounds, per tire in this case. Then W, which is the speed index of this particular tire, means the maximum speed permitted with this tire is 270 kilometers an hour or 168 miles per hour. This is why many cars are speed limited to 155 miles an hour because of the speed rating of the tires that were selected by the car manufacturer. Tip number 2, this is Treadwear traction and temperature ratings. So for our Mazda 6, the particular numbers are 340 for Treadwear, A for traction, A for temperature for these particular Dunlop Sport tires. The Treadwear grade is a comparative rating based on the wear rate of the tire when tested under controlled conditions on a specified government test track. Tire manufacturers are not under any obligation to grade a tire based on the test results, except to say that they cannot overstate the grade. This is enforced by the National Highway Transportation Safety Administration, NHTSA, requiring documentation to justify any adjustment in the grade on a tire. These Treadwear grades are no guarantee of actual tire mileage. The differences in driving habits, service practices, climate, road conditions, road characteristics all affect a tire's longevity. As course monitoring tires have changed, their Treadwear grades have changed to numbers considerably higher than 100. As a result, it would be incorrect to say that a tire with a Treadwear grade of 200 gets twice the life of a course monitoring tire with a grade of 100. On our tires, Treadwear rating is 340. Next are traction grades. From highest to lowest, they are AA, A, B, and C. They represent the tire's ability to stop on wet pavement as measured under controlled conditions on specified government test surfaces of asphalt and concrete. The testing does not take into account cornering, hydroplaning, acceleration, or stopping on dry surfaces, nor does it account for the significantly different effectivenesses of anti-lock braking systems versus non-anti-lock braking systems on a tire's stopping distance. In our case, our tires have a grade of A. Next is the temperature grade. From highest to lowest are A, B, and C. These represent the tire's resistance to the generation of heat at speed. Tires graded A effectively dissipate heat up to a maximum speed that is greater than 115 miles an hour. B rates at a maximum between 100 and 115, and C rates at a maximum of 85 to 100 miles per hour. Tires that cannot grade up to C or higher cannot be sold in the United States of America. Lastly, on our particular car, our grade is A as well. Now for tip number 3, that most people probably never heard of or know anything about when it comes to tires and pressure. Most people look at the sidewall for the amount of air pressure to put in their tires when they look low or they think they need air. Well, the only thing that the sidewall of the tire will tell you is the manufacturer's maximum pressure allowed for this tire. For our tires, that number is 350 kilopascals or 51 pounds per square inch. While using this pressure will not explode the tire, it will for sure cause improper wear and the tire will not perform as expected. Having the proper pressure in your tires will provide the level of performance the tire manufacturer built into their product. So if this is not the number you use to inflate your tires, what pressure do you use? Well, on every car, there is a label in the driver's door sill where the manufacturer puts what pressures are necessary for your particular car. This label you see here denotes that the max pressure, front and rear, in this car is 250 kilopascals or 35 pounds per square inch when the tires are cold. This label also lists the maximum weight and number of passengers that this car is designed to support. Tires are really overlooked, and that is a tragedy since they are the only contact with the driving surface you have, and they are the first line of safety in any car. Here in Canada, we are blessed with cold, icy winters, so we use a secondary set of tires specifically designed for use in temperatures below 7 degrees Celsius or 44 degrees Fahrenheit, because the rubber compound will stay soft at those temperatures, vastly increasing safety and performance. Please drop a comment below if you have something you would like to see me do on a video on cars. Also, if you knew this trick about the pressure label, please leave it in the comment. And if you have any tricks or tips that you would like to share as well, please do so down in the comments. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you got something out of it, please consider subscribing and hit the like button. And most importantly, keep smiling, and thanks for watching.